All right, in the previous video on quadratics, we talked about where this number in front was an understood 1. So let's look at factoring where there isn't a 1 there. It changes things a little bit. So instead of just going through and giving my factors of negative 14, I actually have to say negative 14 times 2. So negative 14 times 2 is negative 28. Okay, I'm going to write this up here so I don't forget, negative 28. Now, this is something that we used to do years ago. It's nothing recent. It was called housetop. If you have a different way that you like better, please do so. That's fine. This is just how I used to do it. All right, so there's the rooftop, and then I'm going to make the house down here. Okay, now, in the top, I'm going to put this 2x in both, okay? We'll come back to that in a minute. Now, I got to list my factors of negative 28. So, just like we did earlier. So, negative 28, one has to be positive, one negative. So, I can have 1 times negative 28. 2 times negative 14. 3 will not, and 4 will, right? 4 times negative 7. So, out of those, what pair will add to give me negative 3? Well, this would give me negative 27, this negative 12, and this negative 3. So that's my winner, chicken dinner. So I'm going to put plus 4 here. I'm going to put minus 7 here. Now, you may say, if I leave it like this, 2x times 2x is 4x squared, not 2x squared, right? Good point. Now, with this method, we have to reduce, okay? So 2 over 7 will not reduce. So I'm going to bring it down. 2x minus 7. But 2x over 4 will reduce. It'll go once and twice. So now I'll bring it down as x plus 2. And there's my factored form for when the value in front of x squared is greater than 1. Okay? Hope that helps a little bit. Now, one other thing you're going to run into when you're doing this assignment in your book is ones like this. There's, I think, 1 or 2 of these. Okay. Now, when I'm looking at this, I hope you realize it's a proportion. And remember, proportions, we cross, multiply, and solve. Okay. So I'm going to say 2 times 5, right? Which is 10. Lay down 10. Okay. And then we'll say x times x is x squared. And x times negative 3 is negative 3x. Okay, so there I go. X squared minus 3x equals 10. Now, all I have to do is move that 10 over, right? So I'm going to move it over. I don't know, where's the board? There we go. I'm going to move it over. When I move it over, it becomes negative, right? So x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals 0. Now I can solve, right? Factor and solve. So what's my multiples of negative 10? 1 times negative 10 and 2 times negative 5. And that's going to be my right one because that's going to give me negative 3. So now I have x plus 2 and x minus 5 equals 0. Now, since I have an equals 0, I can solve. So I can say x plus 2 equals 0 or x minus 5 equals 0. Now, the reason we do that, we know when we multiply two numbers together, to get a 0, one of them has to be a 0, right? So that's why we do that. So then I would subtract 2 and get negative 2 and add 5 and get positive 5. So those would be my solutions to that equation. Now, some of you with a B&ACT multiple choice, plug in answers and see what works. That's fine. Some people are good at seeing that and can plug in a lot faster. So make your mind up on that one, okay? All right, hope this helps.